100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell raised an army and tried to conquer the world. He was stopped by an unlikely hero, Sheriff Aesop Stormwood. As Hollowell died, he prophesied that he would be reborn twice more and rise again. Stormwood looked him in the eye and said if Hollowell did, his descendants would strike him down. Sheriff Aesop Stormwood went on to form Stormwood and Associates to make sure they'd be ready for Hollowell's returns. A private detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. 25 years ago, Hollowell returned for the first time, and a Stormwood made good on Aesop's promise. But the third coming of Hollowell may not be so far in the future. But the young Raz Stormwood just might know it's coming, and she plans to be ready. Previously on Stormwood and Associates, Raz, Bill, Babbitt, and a stranger named Mathis all woke up in a small room with no memories. As they encountered their surroundings, they figured out that something was very, very wrong with what was going on, as they appear to be trapped in some sort of other space full of corridors and things that are very kind of nightmarish and scary, and right now, still with barely any idea who they are trying to find their way out. As you continue down the right hallway, you start noticing that the floor is slanting slightly downhill. You are going deeper into something.
Luckily not the bowels of Khazad-dûm.
Everybody roll me a d10.
3.
8.
10.
7.
Alright, so everybody but Mathis, you start hearing a whispering.
Is it saying something, or is it just
It is right at the edge of your hearing. You cannot make out the words.
frustrating?
Anyone else hearing this?
Hearing what?
We're hearing whispering.
Oh, should go to the doctor for that.
Yeah, I would, but it seems like these other two hear it too.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, there is whispering going on right now.
That sounds like the lady that lives next door to me.
I have a sneaking suspicion I might get louder as we go deeper. Y'all want to do this?
Where else are we gonna go?
Want to do it? No, but I guess we have to.
You gotta get out of here somehow.
Could have gone down the left hallway.
No, we couldn't have, obviously.
We couldn't go down left hallway. Left hallway is a stupid idea.
Not an option.
You know, Bill, I want to remind you that you can use Detect Spooky multiple times.
I'm gonna detect spooky again then.
It is way spookier down this hallway than anywhere else that you've been so far.
Holy crap, we should go down the left hallway.
No.
Yes. Look, I know how to do things. Like, I don't know. Does a quick flourish with the wand. See? Look at that. Magic. Where do I know?
Okay, so you did a flourish, Bill?
Yeah.
Everybody roll me a d10.
Uh-oh.
8.
I dropped mine. 2.
9.
5.
As Bill does his flourish, the walls almost seem to pulsate. Like a wave down the hallway of the wooden walls.
Don't do that again.
Do that again.
Don't do that again.
Do a bigger one.
All I know is that we should probably go back the other way. Here, you don't believe me? I'll get whatever is down that way. Psychic flamethrower.
Oh shit. Okay, so psychic flamethrower. Alright, what is your guns plus your level?
That would be, right now, that would be, 2.
Okay, it's still instant damage. So, all right. So, as you fire the psychic flamethrower down the hallway, the walls stretch and almost violently quake. As the attack goes down the hallway, is like this light flashing down almost an infinity, and it strikes something at the end, and you hear a scream that is unearthly and inhuman. You don't know what it is, but you just made it mad. If there's a problem, they can solve it. If you need to find someone, they can do it. Stormwood and Associates is a detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. If you need help, they'll be there. But don't get in their way, or else you'll get caught in the eye of the storm.
See? That's good enough reason not to go that way. Let's go the other way.
I get so scared I poop out a cat. There's now a cat. His name is Fred now. I pick up Fred. I walk the other way.
That means this whole scenario we're in has been created by someone, and that someone is down that hallway. We can get out of here.
This is really, I don't know, man. This is like a lot. This feels like throwing a lot at me right now.
The floor is now rumbling.
Guys, I don't like this. Neither does Fred. Fred meows. Meow.
As you stand there in the hallway, not moving, it is almost as though the world is turning. You are standing still. The walls are rotating around you 90 degrees, and they snap.
Oh. That's fun.
The whispering you heard earlier is now loud enough where everybody can hear it.
Oh no. I don't like this.
Okay.
Does it sound like anything I recognize?
It is not in a language that you've ever heard.
Does it sound like anything I'd recognize?
Roll me a d10.
Yakety schmackety. Dang it! 1.
Your memory is so clouded that you can't tell. If you ever knew it, you aren't sure.
Gotta find my physical dice. I'm using a digital roller. Alright. Drawing a blank on this one.
Do we go and face this thing? Or do we run and see?
So the way that was forward before is now to your right, and the way that was backwards before is now to your left. Because again, the whole place rotated.
Right.
But you know you didn't. Like, you didn't feel like you rotated.
Okay.
Fun. I can live with this. I can't live with this. All right. Yeah. No. you know what? You seem to know what you're doing. I like the fact that you just want to grab the bull by the horns and end this skullduggery, so fine. I trust my life to you, Stormwood. You have a cool name. Sounds familiar, I just don't know why.
Bill,
You may have heard of my dad.
Bill, you do have a faint recollection, and you don't know why, but you faintly remember the legend of Stormwood and Associates and the Dark Wizard Hollowell that your mom told you about when you were a kid.
Wait a minute, like, defeated Wizard Hollowell, Stormwood? That dad?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Oh. Oh, sweet. Alright, sure, yeah, whatever. You can see, you probably have this under control.
Yep. Sure. I'm gonna go towards the whispers.
I follow her ass.
All right, so the whispers seem to be coming all around you. Do you want to go to the right or to the left?
To the right.
All right.
Stick with it.
All right. You continue to the right. Let me roll some stuff here. All right. So you continue to the right. Roll me a d10, Raz.
2.
Yeah, so, you don't notice anything. All right, so everybody else roll me a d10.
9.
7.
9.
All right, you three notice that the walls seem to be breathing. Like slowly
Hey.
pulsating in and out like a breath.
Yeah.
I wish this nightmare was over.
So we're in a monster, right? We're like in a monster?
Sure looks that way.
Oh god, oh god,
Huh.
oh god, oh god.
Or
What if we already got eaten and we're being digested?
Well, we still have skin, so that's probably not. Suddenly, this all feels weirdly familiar. Like, terrible things just keep happening to me. And that this is just the most recent one of them.
All right, Raz, roll me a d10.
2 again. Put you in dice jail.
Well, you're lucky that I rolled poorly. Okay, so... Because I also rolled a 2, so you beat it. You notice, again, there is a door to your right. It is gray, like the one that you came out of earlier.
I'd like to try to open it.
All right. You turn the doorknob, and it opens.
What do I see?
You see a room, very similar to the one that you were in earlier, with 4 beds. But there appear to be 4 people lying in the beds.
Do I recognize them from here? Can I see any features from here?
You can see that they're not undercovers or anything, so they look like 4, like, kind of, like, they're dressed almost like they're homeless, like rough clothing. None of them seem to be moving. They all look pretty young.
Hey, wake up!
None of them respond.
Yeah.
If they're homeless, do I recognize them?
Let's see. We haven't decided how much of your memory you exactly have. Roll me a d10.
All right. A 9.
You totally recognize the one on the right as a young kid named Phil.
Phil! I know Phil. I go over to Phil, and I try to say his name and shake him.
As you touch Phil, he is abnormally cold.
Ooh.
Phil is dead.
Oh. Dead guy
It's a
room.
warning. I feel like this is a warning.
Dead in the bed. Alright.
Well, this is better than the tents.
I don't have proper context, but I'm going to believe you.
Oh, the tents are where we usually live, underneath the bridges of the highways. That's where I get to meet all my cat friends.
Uh-huh.
We're all kind of just, homeless, but it's okay. We all, take care of each other and, try to find food for each other.
Cool.
I think Phil was just, 2 blocks down, though. He let me borrow his sneakers.
This is the most fascinating but depressing conversation I have had. And
So
I'm
how many
saying
people
that
actually went into the room besides Mathis?
I did not.
Not.
I'm just kind of hanging out.
So are you in the hallway, Bill, or are you in the room?
I actually went into the room because
Okay.
I wanted to figure out stuff.
Bill and Mathis, roll me a d10.
Oh boy.
No, dear. Oh, I got a 9. Wow.
4.
So, Bill, you don't notice anything, but Mathis, the room feels smaller than it was when you came in.
Oh, dear. Bill?
Yes.
Did it get smaller in here to you? I feel like we were closer.
Not to
We're
my
closer
knowledge.
now. We should probably leave and say bye to Phil. Bye, Phil. And I grab Bill's hand and we try to go to the door.
Okay. So as you exit the room, you do notice it's getting significantly smaller to the point where the beds are now almost touching each other.
Okay, this is bad.
Can we close the door?
Yes.
No, don't close the door. I want to see what happens.
Tristan, what the F?
Tristan,
You really
there's my
want to make
friend
me
in
describe
there.
what's going to happen? I know what's going to happen. I don't want to say it out loud. It's not going to be a pretty thing. Are we closing the door or leaving it open?
We're closing that door.
Okay, good.
And I'd like to yell into the void. Nice warning, but I don't give a shit because I purely I'm gonna yell I'm coming for your ass because I totally am sure that this has got to be Hollowell because Dad told me gotta watch out for my ass around with the second coming, and I remember that stuff.
Third coming. You're looking for the third coming. Second coming happened when you were a kid, and you remember that. All right. So you close the door, and so you don't have to make me put a trigger warning on this episode.
We're nice like that.
Yeah. All right. So
Trip has been gross.
Hmm.
the whispering
Continuing
continues.
down the hallway.
Continuing down the hallway. Raz, roll me a d10.
A 9.
All right, Raz. As you continue down this hallway, you are starting to have some memories come back. I'm going to say you are starting to remember. You're remembering up to the point where you knew you and Kel were going to set up the office in San Ricardo.
Yeah,
And you know why you were going to San Ricardo.
because Bill.
Yeah.
And Hollowell.
Yeah.
That's where they both were.
All right. Bill, roll me a d10.
Alrighty. Rolling. 5.
Bill, you are starting to remember things, and you remember through, I'm going to say, the barn farm incident.
Right.
Where you were,
Okay.
where you were sick.
Uh-huh.
You are remembering Raz. You are remembering Babbitt. You don't know who this other person is.
Are you sure your name is Tristan?
Yeah, of course.
You strike me as a Babbitt.
How do you know that?
Because that's how you introduced yourself
Babbitt,
to me.
roll me a d10.
3.
Ooh, Babbitt?
Mm-hmm.
You remember through the town of Phoebe.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Bill? Yeah, okay.
That's me. I remember you. I remember Raz is our boss.
Yeah, I know that.
I have no idea who the hell you are or why you keep pooping cats, but it's gross.
Hi, I'm Mathis. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here.
Like a body snatchers thing? Are we gonna have to are you like the fake one, and we're gonna we have to remember which one is the odd one out because that's the illusion? Is that it? Huh?
You yelling at Mathis makes Fred uncomfortable, and Fred hisses at you.
Quiet, you.
What's body snatchers?
You know, where there's no one remembers, and then there's the one guy who's you're trying to remember what's off about this situation and what's wrong with it, and you just keep thinking that maybe something is wrong, but you don't remember one of the people, and you realize that you don't remember the other people because they're the alien and they're gonna eat you.
So Raz, obviously you don't remember meeting Bill and Babbitt yet, but you remember the message that brought you out to San Ricardo. And you can pretty much guess that this Bill is Bill Carpathia.
I whip around and I grab him by the shoulders.
Ah!
And I You.
Hi. Yes?
You are why I came to San Ricardo.
What?
You're gonna defeat Hollowell. You're the key.
Whoa.
That's ridiculous.
Around and I start heading down the hallway again.
Wait, what? What? I don't...
I follow Raz because Bill made Fred upset.
Let's remember that Raz, the thing is he's going to lead you to Hollowell.
Yeah.
I'm the key. The key.
I yell over my shoulder yeah, you're gonna lead me to him.
I have a variety of questions. Runs after.
Kill a son of a bitch for once in a while.
All right, Raz, roll me a d10.
2. A 10.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, as you approach further down, there are 4 doors, 2 on each side.
A 10 gets me more doors.
No, a 10 means you noticed them.
Oh. God dang it.
You had to roll a 10 to see them.
Well, there's 4 doors and there's 4 of us. How fast are you guys at opening and closing doors?
I can be pretty fast.
Boss lady, with all due respect, have you seen a horror movie? I'm worried. This is gonna backfire.
Otherwise, we can do them one at a time. Just peek in or ignore them completely, because every door we've opened has not been great.
But every door we open could be a way out.
I mean, maybe, but every door we've opened so far has been a way out via some monster's intestines. which I'm not even sure if they have those.
Or
I'm gonna
crushing.
assume they do. Yeah, I'm not big on getting et today.
What do you guys want to do?
I wanna open one of the right side doors.
All right, so there are two on the right, and so do you want to open the one further down the hall or earlier in the hall? So like the first one or the second one?
First.
You open the first door. It is a gray room. There are 4 beds. They are empty.
I close the door.
Okay.
I go to right number 2.
Right number 2. All right. You open the door. It is a sheer 10-story drop. It opens on a courtyard, but instead of opening on the ground level of the courtyard, you are about 10 floors up.
Does it look like one of the courtyards I have seen previously?
It looks exactly like the one with the yellow rose. Except you can see that there's something moving in the dirt down there.
Oh.
I close that door.
Okay.
I open left 1.
The left one? Okay. Was that the first one or the
First one. Yeah.
Right. No, it's I think I got confused about which door that Raz opened the first time. That's fine. This one is also a gray room with 4 beds that are empty.
Close it.
I open
The remaining
the remaining door.
The door opens, and you see what looks a lot like the Stormwood and Associates office. Only out the windows that should be, that normally see the skyline, or not the skyline, but like other buildings and the street and the sky, sun, it's just blackness. Not night, just blackness out the windows.
Gonna guess that's not really the office then.
That's a pretty cool looking office.
That's our office. I mean, that's your office.
Yeah, I might do that to my office when I move to San Ricardo.
Raz, roll me a d10.
A 3.
In the back corner of the office, because you can see like the doorway open to what would normally be the lobby of the office, where the elevators open, where Kel's desk is, although you don't know that that's whose desk it would be. As you can see through, but it's all glass walls if we remember that it's a glass, like the bottom half of the walls are wood, but the top half are glass, so you can see through the bullpen, to see the conference room and there's an office at the back, and you can the lights aren't on, but there's just enough light where you swear you can see Kel. Like Kel's back. He's not facing you. You swear you can see him.
Is
Everything in my being, like in my heart, wants me to run in there. But everything in my head tells me that I should not take one step in that room. Because of all the other rooms that we've stepped in have tried to kill us.
detect spooky.
Oh my god, this is so spooky. This is so wrong. That is not the person you know, Bill. Like that's not Kel. That's not Kel.
Yeah, that's not Cal.
I'm imagining like Raz is about to like step in. She doesn't put her foot down yet, and Bill just like grabs her shoulder and is like,
Yeah. No, that's not Kel. Not too quiet, not nearly douchey enough. Trust me.
she does not step in.
Okay. You notice everyone roll a d10 for me.
Oh, God.
3.
5.
6.
8.
Everybody notices the whispering is stopped.
It got really quiet.
Hey, asshole!
Oh, good.
There's no response.
Huh.
Babbitt, roll me a d10.
7.
You seem to notice at the back corner, not Kel's where like Raz is in what should be Raz's office. You notice that in the conference room, you swear you can see Brian holding a can of coffee.
This is really detailed.
All right, I'm just gonna slam the door on this thing. This is becoming too much of a liability.
All right, you slam the door?
Yes.
Okay.
We leave that open, one of us is gonna do something stupid.
You're right. Let's continue down the hallway.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to roll a few things. All right, so you continue down the hallway. You notice that the floor keeps sloping downward and more downward. Eventually, as you continue, it starts to curve to the left slightly.
Anyone else getting some Silent Hill vibes, or is this just me?
I'm getting hungry.
I mean, the walls are breathing, man. It's...
Guys, how long have we been walking?
Raz is
Long
like
enough.
phased and just like determined that at the end of this hallway there will be a hollow. So she is going.
All right.
She does not care.
Roll me a d10, Raz.
7.
So in the far distance, you think you might see a light at the end of the hallway.
I think I see a light.
Huh. Can I also look?
All right, roll me a d10.
8.
Yeah, you kind of see a faint light at the end of the hall.
Eh. Can confirm there is some form of light anyway.
I head towards the light like a moth.
All right.
I'm not super thrilled about this, but I'm following.
All right. So, as you slowly approach the light, it's so what is it though? The hallway is slightly turned to the left, and so this light is coming from like the edge of around a corner. As you turn the corner, you find a door. The hallway ends at a door, and this wall where the hallway ends isn't wood, isn't breathing wood like the walls. It isn't the plain gray like the floor and ceiling. It is like a wet brick, like brick in the rain. There is an old style lantern attached to the wall next to the door. The door is oak, wood, and ornately carved, with a doorknob and a keyhole.
I want to look through the keyhole.
You cannot see through the keyhole. It is not that style of keyhole.
Dang it.
Well, we've got that key.
I mean, it is just kind of sitting there. Might as well try it.
Is it the key pieces that me and Raz have?
Are you going to try them?
Yes. I'll give Raz my piece key.
I'm gonna try just like seeing if it was locked.
The door's locked.
Okay, cool. I will try my key then.
All right, the key fits into the keyhole. As you turn the key, you hear a click. The door is now unlocked.
Okay.
Brace myself. I open the door.
You open the door. As you open the door, you open it to what looks like it looks like almost like an alleyway, but it's pouring rain. The sky is black as night. There are occasional lanterns on both sides of this alley, but these buildings, because it feels like it's multiple buildings that are right up against each other, forming the path, like forming the alley, but there are no windows or doors on them. And it is just the rain is so thick that you can't see further than maybe 30 feet down it.
I back away from the door. Guys, I don't like rain. I don't like being wet.
I don't like being eaten, so, like, given the options.
This whole place is magical, right?
Yes. Magical and wrong, boss.
That sounds weird. But, okay.
Wait a minute. Bill, can't you do that thing you've been doing all this time? Where you, like, say spooky?
Detect spooky?
Yeah. Do it for this.
Sure, why not? Detect spooky.
It's no more spookier than the hallway you were in.
No.
It's about on par with everything else. It sucks.
You can tell, though, that there's something beyond, like, where you... So, you know that there's nothing immediately spookier about what's, like, right in front of you that you can see. But you can tell that there's something in the distance that's maybe not quite right, but it's just at the edge of your range.
Yeah, hey, there's something at the end of all this. Like, it feels different, but it's way too far away for me to give you any deets.
Well, let's get you those deeds.
We're going through the rain?
Have to. You want to go back?
Fred meows very angrily. Aww. Hate getting wet.
Sorry, I didn't bring my umbrella. There's lanterns in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna put my phone away because I don't want it to get wet. That would be bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head into the alleyway.
All right, so you step into the alleyway. You hear the rain, you smell the rain, but you don't feel the rain.
Magic rain, guys. You don't get wet.
I put my hood up anyway and follow her.
I begrudgingly follow.
Yeah. So, yeah, the old fake rain trick. I'm gonna pretend I'm familiar with this. Did I say that out loud? I said that out loud.
Everybody roll me a d10.
8.
8.
1.
What'd you roll, Raz? I couldn't hear you.
8.
Wow. There was 3 of you rolling an 8?
Everybody got 8s and shit.
All right, so the 3 of you who rolled an 8, and I want to point out that the only reason why I'm amazed that 3 of you rolled an 8 is that literally 8 was the number you had to roll or higher. So Like, literally, I rolled an 8. So that's just some kind of amazing coincidence there. The three of you who rolled an 8, in the distance, you can see a figure.
Okay.
Black humanoid.
A humanoid figure, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to bring my phone back out and turn the light on and see if that illuminates them.
All right,
Or
roll
not.
me a d10, Raz.
My light. 6.
Yeah, it doesn't do any better. But you can. You're pretty sure that there's a somebody out there standing.
So then I'm gonna assume. I can only assume it's Hollowell. Because why the heck not? Let me think of something cool to shout at him.
I can't tell what we're looking at, but I feel like there's a douchebag at the end of this.
I don't see anything, guys. Just more rain.
I think I'm just gonna yell at them.
What?
We've had enough of your games. Playtime's over. And I'd like to whip out my pistol and aim it at them.
So you reach for your gun. It is not there.
Dang it!
Yeah, none of you have checked your inventories.
Is my grappling gun there?
Yes.
Sweet! I reach for that.
All right. You've got your grappling hook gun.
Cool. Does the figure do anything?
It's still just standing there. It's a ways off still.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my grappling hook gun pointed at it as I move towards it.
Okay.
Because one of those to the face will hurt you.
This is true. All right. Is everybody following, Raz?
I'm following.
I am.
I'm going to stay back a bit.
Okay. Oh, and Babbitt, roll me a d10.
4.
Okay. Yeah, no new memories come back. Bill, roll me a d10.
Shazam! 2. Darn it.
All right, it's nothing new is coming back. Raz, roll me a d10.
5.
You remember, I'm going to say, through Island of Alcatraz.
Okay.
So you know Bill and Babbitt. You don't know this other person.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Mathis.
Charmed, to be sure.
All right, so as you approach the figure, you get a cleaner view of their outline. They are facing away from you. They are a man of medium build, wearing an older styled suit and a fedora, like they are dressed so their shoes have spats, and they are very, very, very well dressed.
Would this fit any description of Hollowell that I know of?
No. First off, this person appears to have human ears, and you know that Hollowell's an elf.
Right. I come up and I'm saying, "Hey, asshole." Does that get his attention at all?
He raises his hand. As he does so, the world begins to shake. His gloved hand then snaps, and the walls behind Babbitt collapse, effectively walling all of you into an area with him. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Initiative, that's
1d10 plus your sweetness.
Alright.
8.
11.
6.
14.
And Babbitt said 14?
14, yep.
So Babbitt was 14, Raz was 6, Bill was 11, and Mathis was 8.
Yes.
Slide. And he got a 15. So he's gonna go first. And he is going to turn around, and in the place where you would expect to see a face on his head, it's just blank. Just completely smooth. He raises a hand. He raises when he put his hand down when he turned around, and then he raises his hand again, and he is going to attack. Who's he going to attack? He is going to attack Bill, and Bill is going to Bill takes 4 damage. So what happens is that a light surrounds his hand, and the air seems to warp in a line straight at Bill, and Bill is slammed to the ground and takes 4 damage.
Rude.
Babbitt, you're up.
Heckin' rude.
Babbitt is still far away, so he's gonna sprint to get to up to the group, and he's gonna jump and parkour off one of the walls, and wrap his arms around the person's neck and try to knock him down.
All right, so it's a sweet move.
Yep.
All right, does everybody think that works?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so that will. What's your level plus your bare hands?
That'll be 4.
All right, he takes 4 damage. All right, that takes us to Bill.
All right. Let's put one of these where it counts. Who needs a psychic flamethrower? That guy.
Gonna cast Psychic Flamethrower at him?
Damn.
All right, so give me your give me your guns plus your level. 2?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Okay. That's still, that's 2 perfect, immediate damage. Remember that if you that if you with attack spells, you can also attack using if you use some sort of hand-to-hand magic on him, you could use your bare hand stat, or if you magically say you're magically charging an item and striking him with it, then you could use a melee stat instead.
Okay.
So it's we've been you've always been using Psychic Flamethrower as an attack. You've been using attack spells, Psychic Flamethrower as a gun stat this whole time. But I know that I think that your new archetype Archmage has its bonus on melee or on bare hands instead of guns.
Okay. Yeah.
Just as a heads up for using your because you had a -1 bare hands as a magic user. And you have a -1. Okay, so it doesn't make a difference on guns because it's -1 melee on Archmage. Yeah. You guys, you have worse modifiers because you've got the ability to, immediately insta hurt.
Right.
All right. So, just next up in the order is Mathis.
All right. Fred, I've known you for a good 20 minutes.
Fred can't explode in combat.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I thought I put an explosive on him. All right.
Right, but remember, your blow stuff up skill doesn't work in combat.
Oh, okay. Can I still chuck Fred at this mysterious being and have him scratch his face?
So you want to throw Fred at... Yeah, you can do that. That'll count as a range attack, so your gun stats, yeah. So either... yeah, your gun stat is what that would be. So roll me your attack. That's 1d10 plus your effective gun stat plus your level.
Oh, God. Hold on. That's a 3.
Yeah, you throw the cat, and the figure ducks, and it just goes over its head and down the alley.
Meow. Oh, Fred, come back when you have a chance.
All right, Raz, you're up.
Cool. Has the figure been... He's upright, correct? Or is he prone?
He's standing. He's standing. It's Bill got knocked over by the figure, but Bill got back up. But the figure is still standing.
Okay. I would like to take my grappling gun, which is already out, and use a sweep move to fire it, ricochet the grapple off of one of the buildings around the dude's legs and pull him to the ground.
Ooh. Neat. Does everybody think that worked?
Yes.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yes.
All right, and I'll agree to that. So you grapple him, and he gets to take damage off of that as your range. So what's your guns plus level?
That'd be a 3.
Okay. And so yeah, he's down on the ground. You just tripped him down.
Good.
Now
I don't want to. I don't want him running.
Okay, well, he is very angry right now. Not that you can tell, he doesn't have a face, but he really doesn't like being tripped and pulled down to the ground. So lightning starts crackling between his fingers. He then slaps a hand on the ground, and arcing across the water on the ground is a bolt of lightning that jumps and hits Raz.
Okay.
Raz, you take 4 damage.
Soak it.
No, you don't, because this was a magical attack.
Alright, dang it.
So bypass is soak. So, I mean, the good news is that, again, you've re-archetyped, so you can take up to 15 damage instead of, 10.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you just took 4 damage. Babbitt, you're up.
I bite his ear.
He does have an ear. This is just an attack?
Yeah.
Alright, so give me 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your level.
7.
And you miss.
Oh.
You kind of chomp down, but like the ear just kind of slips between your lips.
Yep.
You're not getting wet from the rain, but he is. It's just kind of like sensually gross there. And this guy has no face, but if he did, he'd look very confused.
Hey, kissing them always distracts the enemy.
Oh, Mathis, you're up.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Wait, Bill, you're up. Bill. I almost skipped Bill. Sorry.
Okay, could you quick clarify what you were saying earlier? My brain was a little out of it for like alternate ways to use my.
Oh, it's just that however you come up with using your... I don't know what your different combat stats are right now, like what's higher between guns, melee, and bare hands.
Oh, nothing's good anymore.
Oh, then
I
just
can
use
tell you
guns,
that much.
Yeah, if you're not going to get better hits off of this level, then that's fine.
No,
Just you could refluff how your weapon.
Yeah, it's just that like you could like attack spell works with like, you know, like if you were using a magically charged crowbar, you could use your melee stat, or if you were using like a charge, like if you magically charged your fist and struck someone with it, like you could use your bare hand stat instead of guns as part of your attack spell. Like something like that, like instead of just always using the range attack. That's all.
Yeah, right now that would be a really bad idea.
Okay, don't do that. There's a reason why I'm only having you guys fight one thing this powerful right now, because everybody's stats are low. Like, if Kel were in this fight, he would be not having his auto hit effectively. His stats are so much lower too. All right, so Bill, you're up though.
Alrighty.
Right now he's on the floor, and Babbitt's kind of making out with his ear, and
All right. I'm gonna use immobilize.
ooh, all right. You're gonna use immobilize on this guy. How is this effect going to happen?
Partly because it's just kind of a thing at this point, I am going to point the retractable wand and kind of shoot it at him.
Okay.
Like a stun gun made of magic.
Ooh, neat. All right, so we need to roll the challenge level. So what's roll me a 1d10 plus your level.
4.
Okay. So let's see if he's immobilized.
Curses.
He is immobilized.
Ah!
All right. He can still do stuff, but he can't move. It's going to be real awkward. All right, so Mathis, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use a sweet move. Now, you approved that one of my sweet moves is to transform into a giant swarm of cats, right?
If you say that that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you're not going
And
to
then
yeah.
that horde of cats is going to attack that man.
All right. After your attack, are you going to reform back into a person?
I can, yes.
That I would like you to reform back into a person afterwards.
Then I will.
All right. So you are going to transform into a swarm of cats, attack him, and then reform back into a person.
Yes.
All right. Does everybody think that worked?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I will tell you, if you were a regular part of this campaign, I would not allow it, but it's fun enough as a one-off character that I'm fine with it. All right. So that's going to be your bare hands number plus your level.
2.
2. All right, so you do 2 damage to this thing. He's looking pretty rough.
Oh my gosh.
So
Guys.
y'all just watched a androgynous child turn into a swarm of cats. All the cats went and like scratched and attacked this thing. Meow, meow, meow. All right, and then reformed back into an androgynous teenager. This is a thing
I'm
that
scared. I don't
none
know
of you
about
have
guys.
ever seen anything like this before in your life. This is as weird as the guy with no face. Raz, you're up.
thinks this whole thing is like a dreamscape nightmare thing, and that anything is possible. So she's not very phased.
All right, well, Raz, you're up.
Sweet. Since the dude is immobile and on the ground, I would like to. It might be fun to try to use my grappling gun to do I want to pistol whip him, but it's gonna be really cool because I'm gonna like jump in the air and come down and wham him with the pistol.
As a sweep move?
Yes.
All right. Does everybody think that works?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So what's your? So that's going to be a melee attack. So what's your melee effective melee plus level?
2.
Okay.
Doesn't do much, but it looks cool.
Let me tell you, every little bit helps. I mean, this is all right. So he's going to spend his turn trying to break free of the immobilize. So I'm going to. What did I roll? He rolls a 3. He does not break free of the immobilize. Babbitt, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna stand up and try to stomp his face.
So bare hands attack.
Yeah, bare hands attack.
All right, so give me 1d10 plus your bare hands plus 1, which is your level.
9.
9 hits. All right, so roll me your damage. 1d10 plus your bare hands.
8.
All right, so all right, he takes 1 damage. Still pretty decent. All right, so that brings us to Bill.
All right. Let's see. What's up? I'm gonna give him one more psychic flamethrower.
Okay. That's so you're gonna do 2 damage to him.
Yep.
All right. Psychic flamethrower arcs from your wand, hits him. He hurts. He is not too pleased with that. He's looking pretty bad right now. Mathis, you're up.
Okay. Guys, I'm a little dizzy, but I got this. I'm just gonna punch him.
All right, so give me 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your level.
9.
You hit him. All right, so roll me 1d10 plus your bare hands.
1 second. That's supposed to be in the cup. 6.
He just takes it. Like, you smack him straight in the face. You see no discernible difference. All right, Raz, you're up.
Oh my god, it's something really mean. He's wearing gloves, isn't he?
Yeah, he's wearing white gloves. I don't think I actually said it, but he is.
I think you did, but I'm just clarifying.
Okay. Yeah, no, he is.
And I have my cigarettes, and my lighter, and I could use one of my cigarettes to crumble up the tobacco, like spread it all over his hands, and then light them on fire. I could light his gloves on fire while he's wearing them.
Okay. All right, so it's a sweet move?
Yeah.
All right, so that people have to vote on that.
Yeah, sure.
It's sadistic, but I dig it.
So evil. Raz, I thought you were a good character. Yes.
So everyone vote for okay. I'm okay with it. I have to figure out what we're using for damage for directly light someone on fire. So like throwing something on fire at someone is a range attack. So I guess I'm gonna call this a melee because
I was thinking melee, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a melee. So
I'm thinking like if he's magic out of his hands, I want to disable those.
Yeah, no, it's what's your melee plus level?
2.
All right, you heard him. He's looking right messed up, but he's still. He's gonna stop. He's not gonna bother trying to break free of the immobilized because, well, frankly, he's pretty messed up and doesn't have much life left in him. So he is going to instead, now that he's on fire, he can't move, but he can still cast, so he is going to now try to shoot that fire at Raz. An arc of flame shoots from him and hits Raz, and you're going to take 4 damage.
Okay.
And that brings us to Babbitt.
Is there anything in this alley?
No.
Okay.
It's just stones and then vertical walls that go up a couple of stories.
Yeah, okay.
Like, the only thing that makes it feel not like a courtyard is just that it's long and narrow, and then there are, like, the varying heights on the walls on the side.
Okay. I want to pants him.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to pants him. I don't think he does any damage. I just want to pants him.
Is it pull down his pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pull down his pants.
Yep.
My eyes!
He is wearing cotton 1920 style boxers.
That's his no-no square.
And then I push him over.
Well, you can't move him. He's immobilized.
Oh. Actually immobilized. Okay.
Yeah. But that's
You
how
kick him.
that's
Gotcha,
how Bill's
okay.
immobilized works.
Right. Never mind. Okay.
All right, Bill. There's this thing on the ground that just shot fire at Raz but can't move, and his pants are now down. Please finish this thing off.
Consider this a mercy killing, little guy. Via my psychic.
Wait, how many psychic
Please.
flamethrowers have you cast?
Actually, I've done yeah, that's right. I've done 3. I don't think I have any more.
No, you have 4. You have 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So okay. I just wanted.
Yeah, this is my last one. I did 1 in the hallway, 2 at the thing, 1 immobilize.
All right. So you're gonna Wait, 1 in the hallway, 2 at this thing, and then you immobilized him?
Yeah.
That's 4 spells.
So I might be out of spells.
You're out of spells.
All right. And I'm not really, like, my melee is really bad, you guys. Like, I have an effective 0. So, Hey, guys, I almost forgot. I'm actually out of spells, so,
Can you just, like, bare hands by, like, kicking him in the nuts, or?
I mean, I can try, but I mean, sure.
You can try. 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your level.
All right. 3.
You go to kick him, and you just sort of like, even though you're not wet, the cobblestones on the ground are, and you just kind of slip and stumble and end up just like whiffing your foot in the air above this guy on the ground. And you don't fall down, like you keep yourself, but you stumble a little bit. And you do that kind of recovery where you try to make it look like it was intentional, but everyone can tell that it wasn't.
Trying to do that.
Mathis, you're up.
All right. I'm going to be really hungry after this, but we need to finish this guy off. Can I transform back into a horde of cats again?
You want to do that again?
Yes.
And scratch him up? All right. As a sweet move, does everybody think that works?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat so much food after this.
All right. What's your bare hands plus your level?
2.
2? All right. So, as Mathis, as a swarm of cats, attacks this thing, it kind of convulses and dissolves and poofs into black dust. As this thing is destroyed and killed, the world around you starts to almost spin and melt at the same time. Everything around you that existed begins to stop existing. The rain is gone. The cobblestone is gone. Everything is gone. You are standing in the middle of a warehouse. An empty warehouse. There are holes in the roof. There is it's just this big empty warehouse. Your memories begin to flood back. Everything you couldn't remember. Raz, Bill, Babbitt, you remember this young person coming into the office and saying that a whole bunch of homeless kids were disappearing in this neighborhood. That all of their friends were disappearing. And and that that they believed that they all disappeared into this building and never came out. And you decided to be nice and check in. Suddenly, all of you the three of you notice that you are still wearing your comms. You just really didn't check. And you hear a voice over them. Are you guys there? Are you there? Hello.
I respond immediately. Yes, Cal, we're here. Sorry, there was.
I have been worried sick. You guys went in. You guys went in there a day ago.
Ah, jeez.
Was it really
we were
that
trapped
long?
in like this Doctor Strange ass nightmare.
Oh,
Magic up the wazoo. Like you would not have liked it.
So
in that moment, Mathis sounds like he's hacking up a hairball and proceeds to cough up Fred again. Fred, welcome back.
What?
So I cannot. So I've just been hearing weird screaming through the comms for the last 20 minutes, and that's why I jump. I did some research, and that warehouse was owned by like some group 100 years ago, and I don't know what was stored there, but it was not good. Where you guys
got that right.
Where you guys saw that thing, on the ground lies a red ruby gem.
This looks familiar.
Oh,
And I don't like it.
Want it, but I don't want to touch it with my bare hands. Can I have a handkerchief?
Yeah. That's the kind of thing Bill would have
I was
on.
going to say, Bill definitely has a handkerchief.
so what is that thing?
That's the clean one, boss.
Bill, you remember from school that sometimes there are things that can be trapped in gems?
Yeah, that might be... That might be the housing for something awful. It would be the first time that a gem was used for this.
Well, thank you guys for helping us.
No problem, cat child with terrifying powers.
What the hell is your deal?
Fred just hisses more at Bill. Fred does not like Bill.
Bill?
Sorry.
But Babbitt's the one who just said that. Just seems like Bill's luck right now. My name is Trey Dorn, and I was your GM for this session. Kyle Johnson played Babbitt, Nick Izumi played Bill, and Gen Proc played Raz Stormwood. Joining us this episode was Brittany Smith, who is guest playing Mathis. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued.